Well, welcome back. For those yearning for nostalgia, we've got you covered today. Land of the Lost, Sigmund and the Sea Monsters, and Family Affair, just to name a few. We're here with stars Kathy Coleman and Johnny Whitaker.
Yes, they're all in town for the Middle Tennessee Collectibles Show, the first of its kind in Middle Tennessee, and it kicks off today. Welcome in, both of you.
Thank you for having us.
We're honored that you're here. You guys go way back. I mean,
before you guys were born.
Yeah, I know.
But your moms and dads may remember.
And bosses.
Of course we do.
And
yes, and bosses. Exactly. But I mean, you're basically like family at this point. How far back does your history go together?
Well, we worked under the same umbrella of Sid and Marty Krofft, so the world of Sid and Marty Krofft.
A good 50 years. I mean, Sigmund started 52 years ago, and you guys started 51 years.
51-ish.
But she's only 45.
That's right. 145.
I know you say people like to talk about the way it used to be, or a time that once was, and especially with the 70s. Let's talk about Land of the Lost, because it was Saturday morning, but this was really kind of a live action drama.
Well, it was written by the Star Trek writers. So our sci-fi at the time was just, I mean, even to this day, it's still, the writing still holds up. So we had, a lot of talent behind our show. We had the Star Trek writers. We also had the same makeup that they used on Star Trek. So he created our Sleestaks and Chaka, the monkey. And we just, it was, when they wrote it, our head writer, David Gerald, said, I'm not writing a sci-fi show for children. I am writing a sci-fi show that is shown on Saturday mornings, since he wanted the kids to rise to the intellect as opposed to talking down to them. So
cool. It's for all generations. And speaking of, fans of all ages can come see you guys at the Middle Tennessee Collectibles. This is going to be awesome. What can we expect?
Well, we bought the raft.
Yeah, they've got a raft, so you can jump in it. I'm a collectible.
Yes, you are.
I am a collectible. I mean, all the things that we have, autographed photos, and people at the show, you'll be able to buy lots of other kid memorabilia and nostalgic things. I mean, today I was watching Saturday Morning, and it was no kids stuff on it.
I know.
And it's like, back then, Saturday morning was, you got in front, mom and dad got to have their little nookie in the morning on Saturday while the kids were eating dinner or breakfast with the cereal. And, at least that's what my mom and dad did.
And his career, I mean, he's here for Sigmund, but his career is so extensive. He's done so many television series and so many films.
And I gave Jodie Foster her first on-screen kiss in the
Amazing.
movie Tom Sawyer. Yes.
Is this that clip from there?
Well, no, that's Brian Keith.
In all the
switched over.
50 years, you never kissed me.
Oh, come here.
Look at this on camera.
This is a family show.
This is a family affair.
You have done some really great acting over your time, and I know you just made a few appearances on Bewitched, but that's the one that pulled at my heart. What a great show that was in my era.
It's always, who's the bigger magic person? Is it Jeannie or is it Samantha?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I got to work with Samantha, so I have to go for that.
Can you move your nose?
No, I can't.
Kathy, I heard that before you had landed any gig, that you started curling your hair to look like Shirley Temple.
No. I wanted nothing to do with that. My mother, who was Australian, when she first got me into show business, she thought that they were looking for the next Shirley Temple, which of course she didn't know.
But they wanted the real you, which was really
They wanted
cool.
the kid next door.
Yeah.
So I was more into, isn't there like an iron around that we can straighten my hair? But the second I started wearing like sweatshirts and braiding my hair, I started working. But I did land one role with curly hair, and that was for Shakey's Pizza. I played Goldilocks, so I slid into that part.
Very good.
I don't know. I love the pigtails. I think you rock those best and could probably still rock those today.
A lot of kids, a lot of girls, when I meet them at these Comic-Con type conventions, say that they wore braids, because of Yeah.
I still try to. I mean, it makes me feel like I at least look younger, right? What do you guys love about these shows and your fans? Have you ever met someone that's just a super fan and maybe a little too much?
Well,
Something weird?
They know more about us than we do.
Half the time.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, just because, what was this? And in this episode, you did this, and this episode, and is that, yeah, sure. You're 100% right. And then I go back, they were right. But that's the fun thing, is you get to meet people that have loved you for 50 years.
We raised a generation of kids back then, and there was a piece of technology in front of us. They were on one side with their bowl of cereal, and we were on the other side in the land of the lost for me. And now that technology's moved, and we get to meet them in person and share some bond that we had. We all grew up, we ate the same food, watched the same movies and television, listened to the same music. So when we see each other, there's this instant recognition. You're a kid of the 70s, and we jive. So we have a ton of fun. Fans are so kind and sweet to us. So it's really, like when we got here today, everybody was so nice. So we appreciate that.
Thank you so much for joining us. It's going to be a blast.
Lots of fun.
I appreciate
Come
you
get in the
both.
raft if you're out there. Come
Get in the
take a-
raft and meet Johnny and Kathy today, tomorrow, and Sunday. You can find them at the first annual Middle Tennessee Collectibles Show at the Farm